Gecko has some fantastically robust ways that students can choose to opt out of text messages. Now, you could replicate the exact example above in the video where we talk about how to manage email consents. That is, you could set up a form and you could link to it in any text message that you send out saying, hey, click here if you want to manage your consents. Another way which is unique to telephones, though, is the ability for the student to be able to respond to any text you send through Gecko with any combination of these words: stop, stop all, unsubscribe, cancel, end, or quit. And as we put in the text down here, it's really good practice to include that in your message just to let the student know. Now, let's actually see this in practice and see what happens to a student and a contact record when they have responded with stop. I'll volunteer myself as a guinea pig here, and we'll choose to SMS the student directly. And it doesn't matter which number we're sending this from. We'll ignore consents and we'll message them. Hi there, this is a Gecko message. And let's click send. Now, if I hop over to my phone here, we can see the message has just come directly in. And if I respond with stop, then a few things are going to happen. Firstly, the student receives a message saying, yep, you've now completely unsubscribed. You're not going to be able to receive any further messages. And this is actually visible on the contact record. If I go to view phone numbers, we can see that the option there is for the student to not opt in to receive any future texts. And this is good. You don't actually need to know about this. Let's imagine that another member of the team tried to message. This is another message that we'll try to send through to the student. This will fail because if we go to the messages table, we'll see in a moment that the student has responded with stop. So that won't actually even try to send to this particular student. Now, being able to track who has opted in and out is very easy. There's actually a section within Gecko in settings called telephone numbers. It helps if you can spell that, which allows you to view any telephone numbers on Gecko. I could search for my telephone number, for example, and I can see the contacts that this is associated with, and I can see the different permissions. I can choose to manually grant permission again or rescind permission, but of course it's better if the student chooses to opt in. If they respond with start, then that will re-enable that permission. We'll see the student gets notification of that as well, and back on Gecko, if we give this a refresh, that status will have updated straight away.